pack or two. 2 missile packs are going to make things interesting. So, be
I'm gonna go
interested.
for the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how the racers are going to go ahead and, really pull this off here. But PRKD seems to be the optimal route. It's just the Ridley fight, because it's just Ice Beam, does take a while. So you better have practiced your Ridley before things get started. And it looks like we're having an issue with the stream. So
Yeah,
let
a
me
little
just
bit.
refresh here. And
Yeah,
stream
I
is
think.
back up. So Ryan, Ridley fight.
Yeah. So. Oh man, yeah, that fight is yeah, hyper specific because yeah, like you can opt to use the ice shield to like um save some time on the fight, but then also yeah, the I forget how much the charge shots do with just ice. Is it 100? I'm actually not too sure.
I want to say it's either 90 or 100, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty low amount, so it takes a lot of shots, and you really have to not get hit since you're pretty low on tanks as well for that
Yep.
fight.
Now we'll talk about it more when we get to the Ridley fight. Like typically, if you've seen an 80% run, you'll have X factors and everything else. So when Ryan talks about the ice shield, we'll get into that more about the Ridley fight. But Idol versus Eddie, again, going to be an outstanding best of 3. And the only thing we know right now is that game 1 is low percent ice. The racers are ready. The stream is finally back up.
Yep.
And the timer just started in the race time room. So, Ryan, we get to go to the wonderful series station. Please note my excitement.
Yeah, we all know it. We all love it. We all see it in every run or every category.
If anybody loves it, you need to get your damn heads examined. No, I'm kidding. So, no, this is going to be great. We've seen people practice series station. You can shave off. The ideal time to exit series station is about that 45 second to 47-second window, ideally to leave here. So, with the racers getting things started.
Yep.
Eddie apparently just wants to start at 0.29 seconds. Eddie, what? I think Eddie hit his timer a little too early.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
look
I
at it.
haven't
It's
seen.
0.29.
Oh, the yeah, on the overlay. Whoops.
I'm just looking at the overlay going, what are you doing?
Yeah, again, that
So,
little bit of a head start in his head, I guess.
pretty much. So we're going to get this synced up here for you all. So we're going to get them all synced up here on the restream. But Series Station is pretty straightforward. Now, Ryan, what are your favorite SM categories to run?
Ooh. Oh yeah, well I've only done any percent and one run of 100% so far. So I'm working my way up in runs. Yeah, I'm gonna relearn 100% soon now that I hit my goal of trying to get at least a 43 any percent. So
Nice.
working on it.
Congrats on that. That's exciting.
Thank you, thank you.
I know that Drewski took over second place recently in any percent, is actually right behind Oates' world record. So we could see a new world record holder coming relatively soon. But I know 100% has a lot of following. Low percent ice, I haven't seen a lot of people like particularly want to run it. I mean, again, when we get to the Ridley fight, you all are going to understand why this is so ridiculously difficult. Because that Ridley fight is going to be long and low percent ice, but when it's done, it's done. And the rest of the bosses become a little bit easier. So, no speed booster in this run, Ryan. And again, the items that the racers you're going to see get, it's kind of relatively straightforward. Morph, bombs, charge and ice, both suits, 3 energy tanks, 2 missiles, 2 supers, and 1 power bomb. No speed, again, because of the low percent ice category. Dragon, not exactly going to be a quick fight either with no speed booster. You can't do the Shine Spark tricks. So it's going to be Eddie that is going to get to Zebus first.
Yep. So I'm interested in how the picking for this category went for game 1. Like I know Eddie's trying to avoid the longer categories generally, is what he what he said in the post-race interview yesterday.
Mr. I Go Fast Eddie and Rando? No.
Yeah, because he doesn't have much experience with a lot of the longer categories. So
Yeah. So, folks, if you're just tuning in and you have no idea what this multi-category tournament is about, I'm going to go ahead and get you some information on what this category is. So, there are a lot of different categories in this tournament. For example, your categories are any percent, 100%, which Ryan and I've already talked about, low percent ice, which is what you're seeing here, reverse boss order, golden chorizo classic, max percent golden chorizo code, that's 135%, and then North Korea percent, otherwise known as DPRK, so Dragon, Phantoon, Ridley, and Kraid. Yep. Those are your categories. And you know, Ryan, as the racers here are going ahead, they're getting all their different items. One thing that's really interesting about this particular multi-category tournament is, you know, I'm just going to use Kip as an example, right? We know he loves his low percent ice runs. He's one of the best at it. But if you specialize in a certain area, like a low percent ice, you've run any percent, you know, those can pretty much be interchangeable there because it's the normal PRKD strat. But if you don't run PRKD and you run a different version of it, well, now your any percent's going to look different compared to your other racer that runs it, which means you're not going to be as fast. And now you have other categories such as Golden Chorizo, which is a completely different set. You've got your 100%, you better know where every item is and the proper route. So there is a lot to be able to take in because you do not know these categories ahead of time. There is no way to prepare for a category. This isn't like we get like a day out, you're like, okay, you're going to have any percent, 100%, and low percent ice. No. You don't get to, you better know your categories inside and out, Ryan.
Yeah, exactly. Which, yeah, that's really difficult switching categories and, like, you know, not having the right muscle memory for certain parts of the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no prep time.
So, we're being told from some of the folks in chat, just because we don't have access to the pick ban rooms. Natalie's saying, looks like Eddie banned GT Max and Idol banned any percent. And Baron is saying that he's 99% sure that Idol chose low percent ice.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, and as Stachio Cat correctly points out in Twitch chat, as the racers are now fighting Bomb Chorizo, Eddie picks next, and if it's 1-1, then a category is going to be chosen at random from the non-played, non-banned categories, which does add another complete wrinkle into this. So, again, you better know your categories, and Eddie with a beautiful Alcatraz escape. And you can just see how Eddie's movement is just... There's a reason why he's one of the fastest racers. I know Eddie typically is a rando runner, but seeing him and his movement here in this multi-category tournament is going to be something to watch.
Yep. So he does have a low 41 at any percent, so...
Yep, he is a very well-known runner in multi-categories. He is a well-known runner in rando. And Idol is great in his own right. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's been a tournament admin before. I mean, Idol's not someone to be taken lightly, and if this is Idol's choice, there is clearly a reason for this pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if if Idol has an edge here. In the later game of this run. I'm not positive. I actually don't know enough about Idol, but there's gotta be a reason that he picked it.
Absolutely. So Eddie's gonna quickly get here to the first super pack of the game, and that's early supers.
Yep.
For all of you wonderful folks out there, be like, okay, how did Eddie and Idol pull that off? They did what's called a mock ball, which is basically, and Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong here, you're going to be able to build up dash speed. So you saw both Idle and Eddie outside the door. Use that dash speed, jump into the door, and then quickly morph in. That takes that Samus dash speed. Even though you don't have speed booster, it allows you to get that dash speed and transfers it in the morph ball form. It allows you to slide under the double gates. You'll see it there at early supers, and you're gonna see it later on, especially as we go get that ice beam.
Yep. And then yeah, no charge missiles over here.
Yep. Charge beam. Eddie is looking super fast right now. Idle, definitely looking a bit more, you know, solid. Just not as fast as Eddie early on. But again, it's a pretty straightforward category for the moment. But once we get to that Ridley fight, once we get to the Dragon fight, it is going to be really something else to watch. Because again, Ryan, when we go ahead and we talk about Ice Shield, when we talk about how that Dragon fight is, look, I don't know much about Idols fighting Dragon, but of all the map rando tournaments that, you know, and races that I've called, and I remember calling some for Eddie, because I personally remember having it, asking chat to have it clipped. He had one of the cleanest picture-perfect Ridley fights in a rando that I've ever seen.
Sheesh.
So, really wouldn't surprise me here to see what Eddie can do in a low-percent ice-style Ridley fight. He knows how to use that Ridley AI manipulation, and he knows how to get things done. And people might be wondering, why are you talking so much about Ridley's? Because, to me, in a low-percent ice run, he is, by far, the biggest obstacle in this entire run.
Yeah, it's definitely really difficult. Also, yeah, Mother Brain also, because it's like a pretty long gauntlet for that fight. You can definitely lose it there too.
If you hear me snoring during the Mother Brain fight, I mean, no, I'm kidding. Too many charge shots.
Alright, so 1 frame early, so not able to get the CWJ attempts.
So Eddie's, yep, do that bomb jump. Beautiful.
First try. Yeah, that was a very smooth one too. And then yeah, Idle will be coming up to the moat in a bit, which it's also a difficult choke point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, safety save for Idle.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, dying to Fantoon would be devastating, so.
It would be rude.
And he's farming health up too. Awesome. Ridley is free compared to Mother Brain, so I'm reading in the chat.
Kevin out here just flexing.
Alright, see what patterns we get from Fantoon. So Eddie not gonna be going for a 1 round.
Now Ryan, I keep hearing these Dopplers talked about. Can you explain to me and anyone else what a Doppler is?
Yeah. Oh wow, that was a nice stutter 6 Doppler right there. So yeah, if you hit Fantoon within a certain rhythm, it'll stun lock Fantoon and prevent him from vanishing like that, like how he just vanished here. And you're able to stun lock him and like chunk him with a bunch of missiles to, yeah, so you can get ideally less than 3 rounds in a fight. So
Very
1 or 2
nice.
rounds.
And I know it has to do with that stutter stepping too.
Yeah, you can do stutter stepping, but also you can just run straight without using your dash, but run straight and shoot the missiles every it's like 10 to 12, I think 10 to 12 frames or 10 to 13 frames per shot. But yeah, the running straight issue is that you'll eventually run out of space because the room is so small. So you're usually only limited to getting about 7 missiles if you get like a perfect off-screen Doppler.
Yep. And because this is low percent, notice, and again, we talked about this earlier on, but in case you're just tuning in, One thing that you normally see in any percent run is normally 3 missile packs and 2 supers by the Fantoon fight in that 1 power bomb pack. One less missile means you have less safety, and you may not be able to get off as many missiles, or maybe try getting that 1 or 2 round here on a low percent because you don't have that extra 5 missiles, which can be very important. So here we go, beautifully done, and Eddie is again having a very fast any percent. Beautifully done for Eddie, and oh no, Idol has to deal with enraged Fantoon.
Yeah.
Just missing getting it done. So what Fantoon is doing is this is what I call his enraged state. If you hit Fantoon with a super missile at any point during the Fantoon boss battle, if it doesn't kill him at the end, and notice how it just took 1 missile to finish him off. If you can't beat, if you don't use a super to beat Fantoon, he enters that enraged type state where he just launches his eye missiles at you, and there's really nothing else that you can do that. You have to wait for it to finish. It is a time loss, it's a time suck, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's like close to like 20 seconds, I think. It's like pretty brutal.
Yeah. And in a race, on top, 20 seconds could easily be winning and losing.
Yeah, exactly. And in addition to that, he was only at 32 health, and there was flames in his way to the right, so he wasn't able to like properly set up a Doppler on that last round. So
yep,
I think that's why he just like opted to shoot the super missile, and he was like 1 short and enraged him.
Makes sense to me. Now Eddie has got the gravity suit.
Oh, this is rough for Idol. Getting hit by the atomics.
Yeah. Eddie though with a really nice escape out of West Ocean. And now is going to be hanging out back here through Moat. And now it's time to go get Ice Beam and then head to Wrigley.
Oh, I didn't realize that Idol had no power bombs because he.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think he used his last one after leaving Fantoon. So then, yeah, it's a lot worse to try and enter this room without power bombs compared to backing up the other room.
Yep. Because what you saw from like a difference between Eddie versus Idol there in that one was a power bomb will easily take out one of the hoppers or one of the downed key hunters. It'll take out one of the enemies, and all you have to do is on the atomic launch 1 regular missile in addition to the power bomb, and that's 3 enemies taken out with 1 power bomb, 1 missile, as opposed to Idol again taking just a little bit more time to be able to clear out Attic.
Yeah, all the other enemies will be, or the other key hunter that's like all the way to the left will be like way out of position because he's moving from when you enter the room. Compared to like the atomics are proximity based, so when they're like spawned on screen, then they start their cycles. So the different enemy AIs make a big difference. So Eddie on his way to Kraid now.
Okay, so Eddie gonna go to Kraid first.
Yep. And yeah, I guess maybe he flubbed the 3 missile entry or something, because it looked like he was gonna go for it, and then he only did 1 missile.
So there were 2 really routes. So the optimal route is PRKD. What Eddie's doing is the next most optimal route, PKRD. So, according to the Super Metroid Wiki, this is the next most optimal order, and with the advantage, as with any percent, of having both Varia and Kraid's E-Tank in lower warfare. So he wants the second energy tank. And again, that's kind of loose quoted from the Super Metroid Wiki there as I try following along with categories. But one thing, Ryan, to keep in mind here is, if Eddie's going for PKRD, maybe this is the advantage that Idol needs. Because if Idol can do Ridley without the Varia suit, without the extra energy tank, I think that actually might make up some time here for Idol.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. Yeah, I guess without that E-Tank, it's like really difficult doing that Ridley fight, but...
I mean, can we penalize Eddie for doing PKRD instead of PRKD? Can we penalize him like 2 minutes to make this run? No, I'm kidding. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Key Hunter going in and hitting Eddie in the little trench there. I've never really seen that before.
Oh, he's
What? Eddie, what are you doing? Did you... Yeah, Eddie just wanted the Varia suit for funsies, apparently. Doesn't even go and get the energy tank. And Idol's also going to go PKRD.
Yeah.
Alright, so Eddie executing a mock ball through that room there. Now heading to get Ice Beam. Eddie's continuing to build on his lead.
Indeed, indeed.
As we get the fanfare for the Ice Beam, the most important item in this category. Obviously, it's in the title. One thing that everyone has to keep in mind here of is, you can go, oh, this is easy for Eddie. I'm waiting for the trolls in chat to say too easy for Eddie. But no, as much as it looks like Eddie's just hanging out ahead right now, it does not matter. Because all it takes is one mess up. That is it. One mess up and you are done. Beautiful reverse mock ball out of that room, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, I'm assuming... Yeah, Eddie might, like, safety save at some point. Getting to LN or something.
Yep, a beautiful bomb jump as well from Eddie. To get through the top of Cathedral. Idol gets their Varia suit. Pseudo screw from Eddie to get through and takes out an enemy.
He doesn't make mistakes, just exciting plays. That's why he's the GOAT. Yeah, so...
Insert GOAT sound meme here.
Yeah, so now since he doesn't need a speed booster or wave beam, then he can pretty much skip going up Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, and there is the farm room for Eddie.
Yep.
And Idol grabs the energy.
Yeah.
And as a friendly reminder, as Eddie heads to Lower Norfair right now, to make sure you give these racers a follow, exclamation point R in the Twitch chat. To follow the racer is exclamation point C to follow the commentary team. So, fantastic here as Eddie is going to head through Lava Dive. Very precise wall jumping here that has to go on. And Eddie's going to execute a gravity jump as well. And just misses the gravity jump.
Yeah, good thing it doesn't burn too much health. Just as long as you don't get hit by any of these blue flames.
Absolutely. And there you go. Nicely done. Idol now making his way over to Ice Beam.
Yep. And now is the Varia suit helping a lot though for not taking that much acid damage as well.
Absolutely, and there is the safety save.
Yep.
So, as I mentioned earlier to finish my thought, anything can happen in a race. If one runner dies or it has to reset, then the other runner is pretty much the winner unless they take a death too. So, it's pretty interesting to see what these racers are going to go through. Now, Idol is going to do this. No reverse mock ball is going to go through the top of this room here with no problem. As Eddie enters Lower Norfair and the best music in Super Metroid.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Or is I'm waiting for somebody to come in and say, no, this is Magmore Cavern theme. This isn't the Lower Norfair theme. Magmore Cavern's got it from SM. Get out of here.
I don't know about that.
Eddie,
Eddie
no!
he was practicing that in his match yesterday after. No, I think after he lost game 1. I forget.
What is with this love for Fendrana drifts? Far Fen, absolutely. Front Fen is just nice and relaxing. But Eddie gets through that with no problem.
Yeah. Sick bomb jump.
Very nicely done. I'd have to put Front Fen as I'd have to put Front Fendrana drifts as my 4th favorite. Magmore 1, Farfen 2, Frigate Crash, the Wrecked Frigate is 3, Front Fen 4. Deal with it, chat.
Oh, that's some good picks. Dang, I haven't thought about my favorite tracks for Prime.
It's such a good track. Like, I've listened to the Prime 1 soundtrack as just like focus music for work. That, the Earthbound soundtrack, SM, like there's so many good tracks. There really, really is.
Nice. Oh, I'm not sure what happened to Idle, but so I'm resetting the room.
Yeah.
A lava dive. Yeah, not to be all biased as a commentator, but yeah, since Eddie also does have a pretty commanding lead so far, then
yep,
I mostly like watching him, right?
Yep.
And he's in like time. The danger point too.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. We've kind of teased it here all stream. Let's start talking about the Ridley strategy. Showing off, getting both metal pirates at the same spot. Eddie's now just having fun showing off. Beautifully done.
Ammo conservation.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna need it. So, with 10, 10, and 5, you obviously, it's called low percent for a reason. What are you looking for on this Ridley fight? We talked about Ice Shield, which I mentioned earlier. X Factor is the Charge Wave combo. You're gonna see the Charge Ice combo, which is Ice Shield. Tell us a little bit about what these racers are going to have to deal with here at Ridley.
Let's see what else. So, yeah, since Eddie has only 2 tanks as well, and no high jump, it's a bit awkward. Oh yeah, you can also maximize your damage with these power bombs, double hitting Ridley. If you manipulate him to not fly up and dodge the power bombs, because he will try to, but if you can like manipulate him into like a lunge or him flying upwards, then then you can have him get hit like close enough in the power bombs that it'll double hit him. So that also chunks him for quite a bit of damage as well.
Very nice. You see Idle here struggling with worst room in the game, trying to get one of these pirates to jump. I think he's trying to freeze one of them. Oh, no! Idle reset! Oh no.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's gonna be the reset right after Lava Dive.
And yeah, to add on to that question about what to look for Ridley, so manipulating him into re-pogoing like this, and then rolling onto his left side if he's facing right, and then he'll use item cancel on a missile and shoot a single missile to maximize damage output while also getting Ridley to turn around so that he'll do the left pogo and be stuck there for a while. And yeah, seeing him have to like wall jump up a bunch of times to be able to dodge the swoop as well, like, because he doesn't have high jump. So makes the fight really different. And yeah, I'm assuming that he's gonna conserve the 10 super missiles for like after Ridley turns red. But yeah, this is a lot of hits.
94 energy left for Mr. Eddie.
Yep.
So Idle again trying to set up to freeze one of the golden pirates to use as a platform. And
there you
go. Beautifully done from Idle.
Yeah, that's it.
Can we get some claps in the chat for Idle, please? That was beautifully done.
Oh, another tail hit. And yeah, it's probably not as big of a deal if Eddie at least defeats Ridley while in health bomb. But
Yep. Oh, Eddie, please.
he thought he didn't get the turnaround manipulation, so he like hesitated in place and then before reacting to him actually doing it. So he
Eddie
got stuck in a moonwalk because of that. I got grabbed.
No! What did I say?
Brutal.
All it takes is one racer to have an unfortunate death and to take a reset back to the safe station. This race is on!
Yep, and Idle having that extra tank has an advantage too, so...
Mayor Clig over here posting an airplane emoji.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Oh, Idle skipped the save? Oh, shoot.
Again, how confident is Idle in this Ridley fight? How confident is he in this category if this is his pick?
Yep. So yeah, Eddie not getting the Kraid tank bit him already.
Yep.
Oh, one-shot bounce to the way. That's rough for Eddie's ammo. Alright, see what Idle's got. So, both of them farming up in tandem almost.
Both have entered pre-Ridley room, both farming. This is gonna be... This could be the race, Ryan. This could be it right here.
Possible. Yeah, Eddie having a way faster farm attempt.
Farm is just a bunch of RNG here. Here we go. Idle with the first ice shield. Hits all four. One. He can't get the second. So we got one hit on Ridley. So those power bombs that Ryan talked about, if you can lay a power bomb at a specific point, you can actually trigger that one power bomb to do 2 PBs worth of damage onto Ridley. You just have to make sure Ridley is in screen to get hit on the back end. Watch him, Eddie. So that's one flashed white. There's the second.
And yeah, even though it generates a lot of lag, it is quite a bit of extra damage.
Twitch chat on the edge of their seats. All the viewers are on the edges of their seats. FaZe has popcorn. It's a 2 energy tank Idle versus a 1 energy tank Eddie. I mean, let's face it, Ryan. We did see Eddie get a little bit unlucky with hits in that first Ridley fight.
Yep. Yeah, some of those like low pogos ending up catching him when he was trying to roll under Ridley. And yeah, Tail doing what, like 30 damage a hit, so. It's not good either way. Yeah, getting to hear a lot of Ridley screeching for a while. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of just like looking at each screen, like back and forth. Oh, there's a hit for Eddie.
Yep. And again, while this Ridley fight's going on, because it does take so long, we wanted to let you know that all 3 games, back to back to back. So this is a full best of 3, back to back to back. Game 3, obviously, should we need it. But I love it. I saw this game. I saw Ryan signed up. I'm like, you know what? I've never done comms with Ryan. It's Idle versus Eddie. I'm like, let me sign up. Because Ryan, I've seen you run Fusion. I know you run SM, and I'm like, I've never had the chance to do commentary with Ryan. Every Fusion game I've commentated on, it's been somebody else. I'm like, I've never gotten a chance to do comms with Ryan.
That's fair. Yeah,
So,
the last Fusion tournament, I didn't do that many matches. It was like, I think like top 4, like a couple of matches in top 4, I think.
I'm waiting for a super crazy Fusion Rando tournament. I'm waiting for Randovania Metroid Fusion, which, from what I hear, is supposed to be pretty awesome.
Oh, wow. Here's hoping.
Like, it's supposed to be pretty awesome from what I've heard. I think some people have been testing it. It's supposed to be incredible.
Yeah, because I've been waiting for a, well, either a better rando or like an update to come out. So yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
Looking scary.
Eddie, please. Oh, Eddie got the tail smack. I think he might have got the fireball instead of the tail smack. Eddie's got 15 energy.
Yeah, he jumped into the
but that might be it. That might be it. He's on his super missile phase now. So is Idle. All right, there we go. I think Eddie knows he's not done yet. All the supers. I mean, just this Ridley AI manipulation is fantastic. Beautifully done from Eddie. Eddie's out ahead. Idle not far behind now.
Yeah, Eddie having a faster fight, so takes the lead back. Doesn't matter if you're in health bomb, just get out of there. Alright, so it's the E-Tank for Eddie there.
And Idle should be pretty much done.
Yeah, he's got 3 supers left still as well.
Idle being a bit more cautious in the Ridley fight. Oh, it takes an unfortunate hit. That was a swoop hit, down to under 100 energy.
Jeez, yep, that extra E-Tank doing work for him, though.
Absolutely. That's why it's so very important.
And Eddie's gonna have to farm up quite a bit. Well, somewhere.
Oh, Eddie tried... Idle tried jumping into Ridley's claws and got hit, but it's okay. Idle's done with Ridley.
Nice. And not in health bomb either, so might get some ammo.
Yeah, oh, that was nice. So 3 supers. You see Eddie had to farm up some supers. Has 2 supers left. There's Idle's last energy tank.
Yep. Yeah, so I guess from Eddie's side, he, yeah, since we're not going to go through Speedway, then can't farm those bugs that you normally do.
No, can we get some GGs in the chat for those for the racers there? Fantastic Ridley fights from both. Eddie staving off a potential second death to Ridley. Idle looking very solid, very, very nicely done. So we appreciate all of you being here, hanging out, spending your Thursday afternoon with us here at SpeedGaming. Ryan and I appreciate it. We got almost 200 of you watching this live. Hello, YouTube.
Yes, sir. Eddie did that jump wrong because he doesn't have high jump. Oh no.
I mean, we all know that, you know, you all are here for Ryan. I mean, duh. I mean, who wouldn't be? No. I'm totally kidding. I'm just telling you here for Ryan, but still. Idle versus Eddie is just a marquee matchup. But Eddie, again, just now that he's done with that Ridley fight, he's flown through Lower Norfair Escape.
Yep, and milking the fact that he had a lot of health there, so it's pretty comfy taking hits. The lack of high jump.
Again, you're supposed to have high jump in this point at 80%.
Yep. So now I gotta backtrack through Rising Tide. So again, can't go through speedways like in 90%.
Yep. Okay, now... Alright, chat, now you're pushing it. 1 in the chat for Ryan, 2 for WX. Okay. Now we're pushing it, chat. 1 for Idle, 2 for Eddie. Let's go.
Eddie's health pretty low still, but yeah, these enemies don't do like too much damage at least, so you probably take another
No!
Oh no! What happened, Idol?
What?
I didn't see what happened.
At least he saved after Ridley. I think he took a hit on one of the I don't know what they're called, the spinny balls there by single chamber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked like that's what it was at the end. That's unfortunate.
The something viola. I forgot the name.
Oh yeah, the multi-violas or whatever they're called.
Multi-viola. There you go.
Whatever. Who came up with some of these names? That's like the fusion bosses. Like, who came up with some of the names for those bosses?
Right? Yeah, multi-viola. There you go. I was like, there's a word before viola for the red ones. I just forgot. Multi. Oh, you missed the door.
The love in the chat for yeah, words at him. The love in the chat between racers is fantastic. Schmell and Mayor Clig just talking about each other. Papa Schmell and Kevin Astix is out here talking about each other.
Indeed.
Gotta love it. The Super Metroid community is just all sorts of.
Yeah, Eddie's health.
Idle, please. 10 health left to get out of the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, Eddie's health is still scary low, and yeah, and then he's low on supers too. So I wonder if he's gonna save here before Batu. Nope.
Eddie's going to farm.
Oh wait.
Idle, not again with the multi-viola, no!
35 is 35 more than he needs. Okay, so here's where he's farming. That's.
You can tell the Eddie fans are in the chat.
Yeah, Eddie's a well beloved guy.
Of course.
Community. Yeah.
I'm also an Eddie fan.
Hey, let's go.
Multi-viola out for blood today, says Papa Schmell in the Twitch chat. If we were to tell you there'd be more deaths to a multi-viola or Ridley, I think everyone probably would have said Ridley.
Right. Alright,
nice ice clip from Eddie.
Oh, I'm not sure if those supers hit or not.
I think he might have missed one of them.
I think like 2 of them. Okay, yeah, 2, yeah. I think it was like a second and third shot, like his neck, like 8, like both of them.
Which chat's saying from Stachio Cat that Eddie got scammed? You know who's not getting scammed, Ryan? The viewers. The viewers for this race are not getting scammed. Now, Idle, if you die to this multi-viola again, there will be... No, I'm kidding. I was going to say, that would be clipped, and, yeah. But no, Idle's now going for this farm room instead of the one in Meridia that we saw Eddie go for. So Idle's going to take a quick refill here.
Oh yeah, how is Idle gonna dodge that E-tank, actually?
I don't know.
The one that Eddie just got.
It's a good question.
Is he just taking the penalty? I actually have no idea. Yeah, because I guess like.
Oh, that's how it is. My bad. So I looked back on the wiki here, Ryan, and the route says if you have 3 energy tanks upon entering Meridia, you will need to skip the Batu E-tank by sinking partway into the sand to go under the first set of speed booster blocks, and then jumping into the morph tunnel.
Okay.
And that's quote-unquote there from the Super Metroid Wiki. A great resource if, by the way, all of you are looking to run any of these categories.
Very true. Alright, thanks for that. Awesome.
It's my pleasure. And Kevin Astic's out here over just telling us what to do. I read it on the wiki. I'm sorry, Kevin. Kevin Nastix, don't be mad.
I'm guessing it must be slower, right?
Oh yeah. But again, you get the extra energy tank ahead of time to be able to have for that Ridley fight.
Yep. Yeah, because otherwise, then yeah, would have could have farmed up after Ridley to still be at 2 tanks. But
Yeah,
it's probably
Kev's great.
not that bad.
Yeah. Appreciate the help there, Kevin. I honestly, I didn't see your comment until I started reading the wiki. So,
fair.
But
yeah,
Eddie here, yep, this is a long fight.
Yep.
A little easier, because you can farm up ammo during the fight, unlike with the Ridley fight.
Yeah, exactly. And he also, the pseudo screws, he's like adding in some extra damage. Yeah, since health.
I'm sorry. Dirk being hilarious in Twitch chat.
Oh my god. Classic knowing top players.
Yeah. Name dropper. Kevin now saying it's actually Coach Kevin.
Oh yeah, so in SM, how does pseudo screw damage values work in this game? So I know it varies depending on which 2D Metroid that you're playing. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a set like 200 or if it's okay. Because yeah, I know
flat 200.
Okay, so it was a flat 200. So Eddie was still getting the 200 damage for those pseudo screws that he was doing occasionally on Dragon as well. Okay, because yeah, like Metroid Zero Mission, it's like dependent on like what beams you have, then the damage increases. So for pseudo screws, that's why I was wondering. So now there's like a specific room, like right before high jump. There's like enemies there where in any percent, because you have the ice beam, you can pseudo screw through them, but then in like Hundo you probably won't have ice, so then you can't pseudo screw through them, so you gotta shoot a missile instead. So it's like opposite. Oh wait, actually I said that backwards for the categories, but yeah. But same thing. That extra damage boost. It's cute.
Why are people saying Eddie's playing with a cheat box?
So he uses a homemade hitbox controller.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So it's yeah, if you know what the hitbox controllers are, but yeah, he has like a homemade one as well, but there's a lot of debate about cheating versus not cheating in various games with using certain rectangled controllers and like keyboards and stuff like that. So
my goodness, last time I had a rectangle controller was when I was a kid for the Super Nintendo. It was the giant one with the giant joystick and all the buttons on the side.
Ah, like a fight stick, yeah.
Oh, whatever it was.
Yeah, like arcade stick or fight stick.
Something like that. He has a picture of his hitbox controller. Watch it. All right, I'm sorry I asked. Chat, jeez, calm down.
The channel's about section.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I guess the big thing is that it's easier to not have travel time between left and right or up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you're using like multiple fingers for the buttons.
Yeah. That does make sense. So now, Eddie is making his way over to G4 and then on to Mother Brain. Idol's Dragon, the last boss here. 46 minutes, almost 47.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, it's time for Eddie to cook. It's kind of hitting close to the home stretch.
Eddie just completely ignoring ship refill and save.
Just jumping over it, mockballing. Yeah, I'm guessing that he might like save in like before Metroid room 1, or maybe after Metroid's.
Probably. Still there's a good chance Eddie doesn't save.
Certainly possible. Alright, purely conserving ammo.
And good use of ammo there on Dragon from Idle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so still... Yeah, at this point, yeah, Eddie has like a pretty commanding lead, but again, it's not over though.
I gotta make some merch for Map Rando. I came up with a saying when I started doing commentary: save early, save often. Get to the map stations as soon as you can. I should easily make a shirt that says save early, save often. With just a picture of Samus in a save station.
Yep. Yeah, that's easy, Brandon. Torian save probably close to 7-8 minutes, maybe a bit more. Yeah, so I'm assuming Eddie might save here, but I don't know if he actually will. Okay, he's not. So he's fully confident that he'll...
Oh yeah. And obviously the perk to doing low percent ice is by having Ice Beam. This isn't a power bomb type time save here, because in order to defeat the Metroids, you need 3 power bombs to defeat them. So this is obviously just missiles and going in, but again, you need to be extremely careful. Like, this is minimum ammo to beat Mother Brain 1. You need to keep it.
Yep.
Notice how Eddie used just missiles there in Metroid Room 4.
Yep.
Instead of a super.
Yeah, because if he got 0, then it's pretty rip for him.
Da baby. Da baby is all grown up now and wants to eat Samus. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do baby skip, and it would probably like be slower than getting grabbed because of having to shoot because the ice shots can like you can barely hit those. So
Yeah.
it might still be faster, but it's like probably like way too difficult though. That's all.
With no high jump, no wave beam, just baby skip in general is more difficult.
Yep.
Alright, so here we go. Mother Brain 1. In order to... There are a couple glitches with the Mother Brain room. The Zebatites being one, Zeb Skip being a known skip. Ice Beam should make it easier. It's the tank for Mother Brain 1. 20 pieces of ammo. Now look, you can do the thing of break the tank, go back and refill missiles, but you can't miss a shot. And Eddie, this is what I'm saying, already going back to refill. You don't have that extra missile tank worth of safety.
Yeah, so he's taking this safer with the second refill.
Yep, 18 missiles to defeat Mother Brain 1. Derp, is it 18 combined? Is it just 18 regular missiles to break the tank? Like, I forget what the actual stat is.
Yeah, y'all can fill
18 impacts to break the tank.
Yeah, okay, so...
Here's the save from Eddie.
Yep, he's getting everything set up.
So 9 is the minimum. Hence why we talk about 18. So Eddie's gonna freeze this first Rinka and get the iframes to get to the first Zebetite. Alright, here we go. So Eddie's gonna go ahead and defeat the Rinkas. All the impacts are there. Tank should have no problem being broken. Done with one super missile to go. Eddie on to Mother Brain 2. And Ryan, if you need me, I'm gonna be taking a nap.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh, chat. Get a pillow. Get a blanket. Get ready to kick back. I got my legs up on the desk, and this is just gonna be so freaking long.
Yep, get a couple of ice shields in there as well. And yeah, so an idle waiting at G4, so yeah, not much going on. Yeah, so Mother Brain being quite aggro on top of giving some bits of mix-ups.
Just a little bit.
Like single volleys of onion rings.
Well, not for nothing. In Mother Brain's defense, Mother Brain is getting sick and tired of being beaten up by Eddie and the rest of the and the rest of the runners. So Mother Brain's just a little bit pissed.
Coming out for revenge while Samus is near her weakest.
Folks, this is literally gonna take about 5 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
Oh my gosh, she is going in. Alright, here comes Idol in the Metroid rooms.
Yay, Metroid rooms.
So he's getting single kills currently for the first room.
These Metroid rooms as well, when you're trying to run PB or World, these drops are so important. And if you get bad drops, your run is over. How many times when Oates was any percent attempts did he get screwed, for lack of a better term, by these Metroid drops?
A lot, actually.
Yeah. Like, again, like, fantastic runs, and it's just... excuse me. It's these drops at the end. And Idol, you gotta be careful. 10-8, yes, that should be enough. You need to get 2 more super drops, and you're missing some. 10-9, you need 1 more super.
Yeah, I think that's why he's not wasn't grouping, because he wanted to like check his ammo to make sure.
Okay, that's plenty. You got the super count. You're gonna have to refill anyway.
Yeah, that sucks that he's not full, but
yep. On Eddie's side, Eddie's still hanging around, talking to Mother Brain, asking how Mother Brain's day's going, while shooting Mother Brain in the head. So many onion rings. Oh, I agree, 357. No guts, no glory, though. He hit the time when he got what he needed, hence the world record. I agree. I was extremely happy for Oates. I remember watching that. I was very watching the YouTube. I was very happy for him. Extremely.
Here comes the ketchups.
Yay! I mean, hey, you got onion rings and French fries. You got to get the ketchup to go with it. Maybe some mayo chop? Some ketchup and mayo?
Yeah, I know that's pretty popular with a lot of people that I know.
I was using that before it became a thing.
Oh, yeah?
That's what happens when you work in the restaurant business for 10 years as your like first job.
Makes sense. And yeah, one buddy likes using the, was it Diana sauce?
Alright, Idle's turn. Alright, Eddie's done.
Alright, Eddie making it through.
Hooray!
Oh my gosh, that that felt so much longer than it actually was. For whatever reason. Gosh, I was staring with intent for so long.
Yeah. Get a little ketchup, get a little mayo. Delicious.
Alright, there's the second refill.
Refill!
Save for idle.
Do it.
Alright, see how his Zep Skip goes over here. Doing faster than Eddie's. But, oh man, he's getting pelted by everything. Alright, he's okay now. That wind thing's gonna get in the way, yeah. Alright, shoots it out. One and one.
Victory song!
Yep. And yeah, just holding diagonal since again no high jump, so
And down goes Mother Brain 3.
clobbered.
Eddie is on to the escape. Again, we believe this is Idle's pick of category pick of low percent ice. I believe Eddie is picking next.
Idle's one hit from dying, so
Idle, please. Stop it.
gets like touched by anything. So.
Touch.
Yeah, I think Eddie got hit twice in this fight, but
Yeah.
so he came in with 99. But it was fine.
It's like SpongeBob. Jeffrey Jellyfish, come back! I have to touch you! Yes, I'm a SpongeBob fan. Deal with it.
Yeah, I haven't watched much SpongeBob in my time, but since there's so many references, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch it eventually. And I just never do. I have like no excuse. I just haven't.
The original SpongeBobs were fantastic. I haven't seen any of the new stuff, but the originals were.
And yeah,
That was Patrick, by the way, when they were at the Jellyfish convention. But speaking of conventions, is Eddie gonna go to the animal convention and free the animals? Save the animals, Eddie! Do it!
They certainly could. Rip Idle.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Idle. Had to take a reset. So, Mother Brain, you need 3 energy tanks worth of energy to be able to survive Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam with the Varia suit enabled, and that's gonna do it. Eddie is going to win race number 1 in this best of 3 series. That is a victory for Eddie. And Idle has forfeited as well. So Eddie finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 18 seconds. GG's to Eddie and Idle. So Eddie goes up 1-0 heading into game number 2.
There you go. Yeah, I guess Eddie almost taunted the animals during his last race yesterday.
Yes. GG's to both racers. Ryan, I'm looking forward to a little bit of excitement here in game number 2, as we do believe this is going to be Eddie's map pick. Like I'm over here casting Counter-Strike. Hit Eddie's category pick. So looking forward to that. So folks, we're gonna send it to a break here. Ryan, any last minute thoughts? Send it to a break and wait to get race 2 started.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Or actually, I guess probably have time for a small break if y'all need to use the bathroom, get water, stay hydrated. Most importantly.
Hydrate. All right, we'll be back, folks.
All right, see you in a bit.